Assalamualaikum and good day to all. So in today's world, many of us rely on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat and Instagram to find and connect with each other. But that social media never be a replacement for real human connection. Ironically, for a technology that designed to bring people close together, spending too much time with social media actually make people feel lonely and mental health problems such as anxiety and depression. Now, I would like to introduce our panel for today's forum. The first panel is Dr. Nurulain binti Baharuddin as a psychiatrist in a general hospital. The second the second panel is Miss Nur Ainul Amirah binti Zahdur Rahman, a YouTuber and also a cyberbullying victim. Our third panel is Datuk Zulaikha binti Zuhairi, Minister of Multimedia and Communication. Lastly, I'm a moderator, Nabihah binti Ramli. So the topic for today is social media contribute to mental illness. Let's hear the opinions from the panel. So, Dr. Nurulain Ashikin, do you agree with the statement saying that social media contribute to mental illness? If you say yes, how is actually social media affect someone's mental illness?
Thank you to our moderator, Nabihah, for the question. So there is about two questions for me. So for the first question, based on the previous cases that I used to handle and based on several research, yes, I agree that social media do contribute to mental illness. And if I can share something, there is a research from Pittsburgh University where they found that there is people who spend more time on social media will have a 2.6 times more risk of having eating disorder, anxiety, and depression compared to people who spend less time on social media with only 2.2 times of this. And there is also some statistics provided by Megan Murray Foundation, where they stated there is about 34% of students who are experiencing cyberbullying throughout their life, and these 34% of students are the one who will then develop other mental illness issues and also some cases of suicide. And so when it comes about social media, mental illness is a real thing and it's not a joke. It's really happening in our society and it's really concerning. So moving on your second question, on my observation, what I can say is social media is like a world where perfection is compulsory. From head to toe, you must be perfect or otherwise you will be judged. So this feeling of scared to be judged is one of the reasons why social media contribute to mental illness, where people will start to concern way too much about how they look like, how they think, and even how they speak. And this desire of perfection will then bring people into depression and stressful life in order to fulfill all the perfection. And if I can say also, when we took concern about all of that things, actually this moment is the rooting point where we already jump into really dangerous position where we already against the law of life, where the law of life already stated that in this life, nobody is perfect and perfection is not ours. So, we need to love ourselves and always be a person who know the boundaries between the social media life and real life. And only then we will have a better control when we're using social media.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Ain. So now it is already proven that social media is contribute to mental illness and society are battling with this problem. So, Miss Ainul Amirah, as we know, a vlogger on YouTube, did you ever encounter any mental illness, any mental health issues from social media?
Yeah, I did encounter some mental health issue that is depressions and anxiety disorder since I am and still is cyberbullying victim. So as for depression, it really affect my daily life negatively, such as they affect how I feel, how I think, and how I act everyday life in everyday daily basis. So yeah, for the second thing is anxiety disorder. So for anxiety disorder, I feel fear all the time with me, and it is so intense and makes me feel so burdened. Because everywhere I go, every time I do everything, such as filming, editing, or even as a student itself, it's so burden. So yeah, so how I start to realize that I have the social anxiety and also depression is I've it's really affect how the range of my emotions from butterflies in the stomach until to race of heart race that make me like so sad and fear all of a sudden. So yeah, and also I feel so less active on that day and feel worthless and also slowly making decision and can concentrate whatever I did at the moment. So yeah, but lucky me, I can realize all of the symptoms of mental health with the mental health, and with the help of my family and friends, they persuade me to seek help from the specialist, which is the psychiatrist. So uh, later that day, I consult the health specialist to make an interview and also the checkup on my physical bodies. Thank you.
Can I ask Miss Amirah, uh, can you share with us about what are the common type of cyberbullying that you faced?
So I face masquerading where a bully creates a fake identity by impersonating someone that no one knows who they are to send me a ton of message and harass me anonymously. Then I also face flaming, where online fight exchange via text messages, Instagram direct message, and also chat rooms, which in my case made a chat room to spread rumors and hate towards me, and also invite me in the chat room. So it really makes me feel so bad about myself. And third, it's is called doxing, which refers to act of openly revealing sensitive content or personal information about me without my consent for purpose of embarrassing me or harassing me on online. Thank you.
So that we can conclude mental health issues such as anxiety and depression is very dangerous. It's because mental health can make someone feeling sadness and though of the death and suicide. So Dato' Ain, can you tell us about cyberbullying in Malaysia and the number of the social media account owner who have been blocked and who are the reason for it?
Thank you to the moderator for the question. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And as we know, Malaysians are famous for being makcik bawang, which means people who like to interrupt in other people's businesses, and sometimes they posted it online. And as stated by Comparitech, Malaysia ranks number 6 in the list of the countries uh, that cyberbullying was reported the most in 2018. Actually, many Malaysians doesn't realize that what they are doing is considered as cyberbullying. They like to attack other people, such as others' physical appearance, especially to the online personalities or celebrities. Doesn't fit the beauty standards, even because of sometimes because of the differences opinion. And these problems may cause emotional distress, even as impactful as uh, physical abuse. And on September 2019, a total of 3,877 fake accounts on social media are detected, and 78 of them were deleted by the MCMC, Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commissions. And the main factor for the deletion of those accounts was because they create fake accounts to attack people. and the deletion of those social media accounts was done with the cooperation with the social media provider in accordance with the terms and conditions that set by them. And the total of 1,574 links and content were believed to have elements of cyberbullying, and 63 of them were deleted.
Okay, I have a question for Dato' Ain. Okay. Um, Dato' Ain, can we know uh, how about if someone feels like he or she has been harassed by other users, what he or she can do? Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, for the internet user who feel they are being harassed online should make a complaint against the bully to the social media platform operator such as Facebook, Twitter or Instagram based on the page that you are being harassed, and also make a complaint to the police so that the action can be taken under section 233 under Communication and Multimedia Act. And this section states that those who are guilty under the Act will face a maximum fine of 50,000 ringgit or 1 year jail or both, and as well as additional fine of 1,000 ringgit for every day the offence continue after conviction. And MCCA, the association that assist the victim to seek for the justice, encourage the victims to email the complaints to the association.
Thank you to our panel, Dato' Ain Zulaikha, for the information. So that we can conclude, the cyberbullying in Malaysia was mainly because Malaysia ranked at number 6 in the list of countries where cyberbullying was reported it the most in 2018. Dato' Ain had mentioned Makcik Bawang. Makcik Bawang in Malaysia was so popular and diva. It is because these people always know the people problems. That Dr. Ain Ashikin, can I know how they can say all this nasty and bad words to others? What was actually playing in their mind?
Okay, thank you so much to our moderator for that question. Actually, it's a good question. So, I think when it comes about social media is like a comfort zone for the cyber trooper and trolls. For some kind of reason, they feel like some kind of comfort, they feel like safe, hidden under the title of anonymous, and they take this as an opportunity for them to freely write anything on social media without even consider, is it gonna hurt someone else or not? So to get deeper into the mind of trolls, normally there is two types of them. So the first type of them is those who used to be the abuse victim or those who live in such a terrible environment. Normally this type of people, they have a personality of shy, quiet, and they always seems like trauma of their life and they're full of inner anger. So some of them use social media as a platform for them to channel their inner anger. But here I want to mention, you cannot use your abuse environment or terrible memories of your life as a weapon for you to attack someone else. That is not right. Always remember, if you want to settle problems in your life, you need to settle the problems by the roots of the problem itself and not by creating another problem. So if you want to help to end your abuse life, you need to call the cops, you need to call the police and your abuse life. That is how you help yourself, and not by being trolls, attacking someone else on social media, hurting them by your words and actions. So that is the first type of trolls. Second type of trolls is normally the person who is too outspoken in voicing out their opinion. And this type of person normally will be too critical with someone or other people who have different opinion than them. So what I can say is, when we live in society, we need to be open-minded. We need to always, be accepted. Like, we need to accept other people's opinion, because the more people, like, every people have different opinions. So if we want to live peacefully, we need to be open-minded and try to accept other people's opinion and try to accept the diversity of opinions. So
Thank you, Dr. Ashikin. Now it is clear by the that cyber threat itself actually having their own problem in their life result, really see behavior when using social media.
Moderator, I have a question to Dr. Zulaikha. So, is the existing penalty for imposed on convicted cyberbullies equivalent with their actions, or is it effective enough?
Thank you, Miss Amirah, for the question. In my opinion, the existing penalty is not effective enough for the victim, for the bully, because as we know, cyberbullying has major impact to the society, and some of the victims are driven to the suicide. And as we heard before, a Sarawakian girl who posted a poll on her Instagram asked whether she should die or not to her followers, and 69 of them voted for her that she should end her life.
So, Miss Amirah, if there is a way for you to voice to your opinion out, what would be you voice advice to all the netizens out there?
So my advice is, since most of social media apps and services allow us to block the person, so if the person sends you hate, you can either block it or just leave it or report the account to the authorities. So yeah, do yourself a favor and block the haters. And you are that probably won't end it there, but you can less your thought about the haters and live freely. So if you got a physical harm by the haters, you can just report it to the local police station and just let them do the works and capture the people that harass you. And please click wisely. And also sometimes a reaction that exactly what the haters are looking for. So if you respond to the haters, that means they win and we lose, because we look weak and they look so powerful in their eyes. So better not to respond anything to their hate. Rather than that, we just keep it silent. Like what Selena Gomez said, kill them with kindness. So act in silence, so that can empower you to kill the haters. And also, please don't spread and believe the rumors that are spreading online. So as for myself, I keep getting fake rumors about my relationship, my friends, and my my duties as a student in online. So please keep keep yourself silent. If there are any rumors, please ask me first or the people whether it is true or not. So yeah, please stop cyberbullying to keep everyone safe, you and the people that you hate. Thank you.
Thank you to Miss Ainul Amirah for sharing the best advice for us. Many advice that you can take it to avoid from the haters that media social such as block the person, report the problem to the service and the others. So all netizens that had same cases like Miss Ainul Amirah would you should use all these tips that Miss Ainul Amirah share to us. So, Dato' Ain, how is government will take action to address the increasing freedom of information sharing today, especially those with defamatory and fake elements?
As we know, cyberbullying has become so severe in our country that the ministry recognized the need to introduce uh, a, a policy to control the behaviors. But yet it seems like many Malaysians still underestimate the loss by leaving malicious comment on other people's social media pages. For now, the ministry is still looking at how existing laws regarding the fake account problems can be improved. I hope within the future, we will have a replacement laws that we will have a replacement law, but at the same time, enforcement is important so that when there's a report by the public, action can be taken immediately. And we are going to make a slight change to the section 233 of Communication and Multimedia Act soon. As we can see now, the Singapore and also Australia have introduced more stringent new laws.
Thank you, Dato' Zulaikha. I agree with you that the future will be have a replacement law, but at the same time, enforcement is important in order that when they are reported by the public, can be take action immediately. We also must take good vibe from the other countries that has introduced more state law like Singapore and Australia, so that the country will be decrease the cyberbullying on social media. As a conclusion, we are now a serious battle with mental illness that caused by social media and most from cyberbullying. Be responsibility, be more empty, and never misses the social media platform to uh, cyberbullying others. And remember, every action that we take, we have its more consequence. That's all for today. Thank you to our panel.